Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Lower Manhattan, and we will go from here to Chinatown. There are not as many people as in Midtown, but still, there are a few. In that specific area, there is a lot of graffiti, and as you are joining, we will start the first stream on this channel from Lower Manhattan. This graffiti is pretty new. People who are new to this channel, welcome. People who just came but haven't subscribed yet, I appreciate any subscription. Any new followers are welcome. Any likes, thank you so much for them. Comments, I always respond to all of them. Always happy to see everyone, regardless of the language you speak, on my new channel. Here I promise to make at least one video a day, one live stream. Oh, I'm sorry. I promise to do it at least once a week, of course. Or maybe once a day, we shall see. And we continue to Chinatown. As you can see, a lot of graffiti here as well. Some of them were vandalized. This place has suffered greatly during 2020 when there were a lot of strange people in the city of New York doing some really weird things. Let's see activity. I can see. Okay, great. Hello. Thank you. Thank you. New graffiti, yes, Anton. Hello, my way. Hello everyone. Again, thank you for all the likes. Thank you for new subscriptions, to new followers, and I welcome any comments, any suggestions, any feedback, anything. Wow, I have not been here myself. This is the first time I'm here. Where is this place? What is here? Crazy amount of graffiti. That's really unusual. Okay. Kind of looks like art place. Sometimes when I take pictures of graffiti, I only see what they look like afterwards, because when you are next to it, you don't see the same as on the picture. So it's like something weird and doesn't make sense, but then when you take a picture you see that it's actually a woman or something else interesting. I have never been here myself, honestly. Sergey, hello. Sergey, have you subscribed to my new channel? Oh, and by the way, I have a surprise for you guys. On a different channel in the Russian language. Oh, I think I know this guy. So in the Russian channel, in the Russian language, I already said, well, the people ask me a lot to do something crazy, something unusual, something challenging when I reach a certain number of followers. So I decided to do it here. As soon as I have 1,000 followers, just 1,000 on this channel, I promise to do something what you will select. It can be absolutely anything, but something reasonable. It can be, for example, something that I don't do. Go skating, go skiing, I don't know. Take a train to some place where I have not been to before. Something challenging. I actually like the challenge, and I promise that what you guys select, if it falls within reasonable standards, then I will do this. It smells like soya sauce here. Weird place. Weird. I think that they just recently opened this place. Something so strange. Huh. Maybe. But usually when I go to places like Alaska, I rent a car, so I don't know how I'll do that there, but we can give it a try. It's a great suggestion. Again, welcome to everyone and anyone to my new channel. Here, all streams are only in the English language, but I respond to all comments in the language in which you write them. Oh, I didn't see this red on the way here. See, that's exactly what I mean when I take pictures. And yeah, that's unusual. Art, who goes here? Okay. Hi. Well, hi. It's good enough.
This is a vlog day at NYC?
You want to see what? Sorry?
That's a vlog?
Yeah, but it's just for fun, local. People are always interested by live streams. Okay, so Christmas is still here, and I have never been, I didn't even know that this street exists in Manhattan. I thought that I've been everywhere, at least in Manhattan. Manhattan I thought I know really well, but apparently not. There's still much more to explore. Lodik, hello! Hello, hello. Oh, that guy has a lot of soccer balls. Okay, so where are we now? I think we have to turn right and then right again, and we will go to Chinatown. Within Chinatown there is also Little Italy. Chinatown should start to be decorated for the New Year now. A major day for Chinese New Year is January 22nd of this year, which is 2023. Oh, it's a little chilly in New York today. It's becoming
It's tough.
more like winter. It starts to feel more like winter. Well, honestly, it's almost middle of January, so that's about time. Because when it was plus 20 degrees Celsius just recently, it doesn't feel like winter at all. But that's why I like New York, because one day it can be warm, the other day it can be cold. But at least it doesn't last as long as in some other places in the world. Why didn't he sign up? Alex didn't sign up? Oh, this guy? Well, because I don't have many followers yet. And that you can help me with. If you follow me, if this guy sees that I have not 100 followers, but more than, well, several thousand followers, if you subscribe, then he will subscribe as well. I can suggest going to Good Zone, Hudson. We will go there in a few minutes. But first, let's go to Chinatown. I see that I'm on the right way because there appear to be more and more Asian-looking people here. And some abandoned buildings. These buildings have not always been abandoned, or they have not always been covered in graffiti. It's a recent thing. Well, recent it became in, oh my god, what is this thing? Recent it became in 2020. Look, it's made of cans? Yes, wow. I've never seen that before. I see so many new things with you now. This drink is Arizona drink. Wow. Interesting. Let's see it from far. Let's see what it looks like. Nothing special. Daily paper. Interesting. No problem. Interesting. Huh. Very creative, right? I like to see something new in a place which I know I've learned everything about by now. Laundromat. I guess everyone already knows by now what laundromat is, but for people who don't, I will explain. In houses of New York, there are no laundry machines, so you have to go outside, well, in most of them. you have to go outside to do laundry. And places where you do this are called laundromats. And you have to pay money, you have to bring your own thing for washing this, or you can buy it here, then you can just leave it here, then laundry is being done, and then you can come back and take your stuff, or you can wait inside during that time. Or there is a service which you can order, which you pay money for, someone does it for you, and then you either come and pick it up or they bring it to your home. But of course that one will cost more money. Why, Alex? It is customary to hide trash in New York. No, it's not. They make sure that everyone can see it. They expose it. You see trash laying around everywhere. But sometimes they do something creative out of trash, just like you saw now. Bowery. This is Bowery. And what are the cross streets? There are so many interesting things in this area which I have never seen before. And you can see some stores have signs written in Mandarin, in the Chinese language. So that means that we're coming closer to Chinatown. Again, a lot of graffiti here, some of which is like real piece of art. They are very beautiful. Who is this guy on the other side? Let's come closer and see. You must start with the alphabet. I must. I wanted to ask what people are doing while washing is in progress, but the answer has already been given. There you go. Ask and you shall receive. Rick promised to join this stream, but he's not here. Shame on Rick. I'll have a word with him after. I also post a lot of pictures on Instagram. I upload pictures there daily, almost always in stories. Less frequently in reels on Instagram. If you want to check them out, you can do so by following me on New York_Natalia on Instagram. I also have TikTok right now, which I resumed as of yesterday or the day before yesterday. My TikTok is same as my YouTube channel. It's at travel.treasure. We must start with the alphabet. Okay. Why don't you? This is the area of Lower Manhattan. There are a lot of governmental buildings here, a lot of departments for different things. As you see, there is Chinatown with some signs of it that start to appear more and more frequently. And we will go to the heart of Chinatown in a few minutes. Oh, this is a Russian-speaking guy. It's not just China here. Look. See? More and more signs in Chinese. Can you say hi to my followers in Chinese?
Yeah, Chinese.
Can you say hi in Chinese?
Hi.
Yes.
I don't know.
Like, hi, how are you?
你好.
你好.
你好. How are you?
How are you? 你好.
Yeah.
Thank you. And how do you say Happy New Year in Chinese?
Happy New Year. 新年快乐.
I will not try to repeat it.
新年快乐.
You say it well. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
So now you know how to say Happy New Year in Chinese, in Mandarin. I cannot learn this language. I think it's very difficult. So amen to anyone who can speak it. Okay, so You see that all signs now are in Chinese, in Mandarin. And let's see where we go, whether we go right or left. Oh, where is the main part of Chinatown? Let's start with the right and then we'll go left. Good job, Alex. Good job. Start with something new. I think by the time we get out of Chinatown, we'll be almost fluent in Mandarin if I ask a few more people how to say something, right? So this is Chinatown. Bless you. Bless you. A lot of Chinese people smoke cigarettes. Americans don't do that as much. Even trash has some signs in Chinese. I will say Chinese. By Chinese I mean Mandarin as well. Beautiful buildings, nice architecture here. Say hello, it's not difficult, but to say New Year, it's very difficult. Exactly. Close to impossible. So, I have no idea where we are, but at least we will be lost here together. Eggs became more pricey recently. They were not as expensive before. And usually in New York and in America in general, you can buy 12 eggs, not 10 like in Europe, not several dozen like in some Soviet republics, but 12. And there is some food if you want. Weird, but okay. Some more food. I think by after looking at that, people don't feel like eating anymore. Some might. Madeleine, hello. And you hear more people speak Mandarin here than English. A lot of them don't even speak English at all. They don't even know English. It actually smells really nice in here. Cigarettes in China cost about the same as in New York City. I did not know. Price for a pack of cigarettes in New York is $20. For those of you who don't know. Wow, I'm surprised. There is some Asian bakery here. Some more Asian stores. I assume that they are Chinese, but I'm not 100% sure of that because I don't speak that language. I don't read in that language. I can only guess. Why are there so many people here? And a lot of Asians, as you can see, are still wearing masks. Most of them are. I'm already in the Chinese area in Chinese, Mexican and Spanish, and fast in Brooklyn. Okay, let's see what they sell outside here. Nothing is really decorated for New Year's yet, but I think maybe some other areas are. We'll see. Wait till we reach place where they sell fish. In winter, in this area where they sell, on the places in shops where they sell fish, there are a lot of flies and other insects. Expensive. Apparently the Chinese smoke their cigarettes. That's so weird. That is so strange. Maybe they buy them in some duty-free and it's cheaper, or they make them and that's why they smoke them in such quantity. Because I wouldn't imagine a lot of Chinese being able to, like Chinese who live here in this area, who would be able to afford smoking so much at such a high price. Okay, so everyone speaks English. Yoo-hoo! I've never been to this street. I'm trying to find a place where there is also Little Italy, and I hope to be able to find it. But I don't know where we are now, honestly. I only know that it's Chinatown, and that's it. Fruit is much cheaper here than in the rest of Manhattan. Beautiful streets, especially with the light this way, and you can even see Empire State Building from here. Chinese are very fond of masks. Absolutely. Almost all of them are wearing masks. So, if I started a stream here and I hadn't said that it was from New York, I don't think that you would think that something like that can actually be in New York. But that's why I appreciate the city, because it's very authentic in some places. So this is octopus, I guess. It smells a little strange. Especially for Sergey. He likes seafood. Sergey, especially for you. Marlborough Street, Little Italy. Thank you, but where is it? Is it in front or is it behind? And thank you, Max, for being here. I'm very happy that you subscribed. I'm happy to see you. Is it the first comment of actually an English speaker on this channel? That's so cool. Hello, Dmitry. Chinatown is one of the most colorful areas of New York. Absolutely. I am glad to see you on this channel. Sergey, are you ready? Oh my god, they are alive. Ugh. Oh my god, I wanna... Eel? Is that eel? How it smells in China. It's not bad actually, but it's weird. This is, I love those. And they're all alive. That's what I don't like. Thank you, Madeleine. Sergey, anything for you. Especially for you, Sergey. I know you like it. If someone wanted to eat, I think that it's not the case anymore. Octopus, not just octopus, but many other interesting creatures, right, my way? Sergey, Chinatown is your place. I think it's eel. Ooh, good. Eel fish. Okay. So where is Marlborough? That's Hester and Mott. Where is Little Italy? If I ask someone, I don't think that they would be able to show, but we can try. Hello, Stephen Fox. Sorry, where is Little Italy? Which direction? Okay. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Oh, wow. We are right next to Little Italy. Good. I'm happy. I know. That's part of a heart. How do you write heart? Whatever. I hope I will see heart and I will be able to show you. Ta-da! Okay, so within Chinatown, there is also Little Italy. It was definitely an eel. There we go. And it was alive, which is super strange. Chinatown, but they love New York in China, apparently. And Max, you were right. Marlborough Street is where Little Italy is. And we're here. Oh Oh, that's so weird. It says enjoy my. Oh my god, it's so strange. Ugh. Some signs are super weird and super bad. Very close. Yes, we are right here. And we came right to the sign which says welcome to Little Italy. Perfect. And it's a little different here. So let's take a break from Chinatown and teleport from China to Italy, from Asia to Europe. Welcome to Little Italy. Or not. So we'll walk around Little Italy a little bit before we dive into Chinatown again. Thank you. I've had them for 5 weeks now. I actually need to change them. But thank you. Hooray! I understood 8 words more. Ready to ride. Good job. Come to New York. Hello, Statue of Liberty and 10,000 other Statue of Liberties of different colors, same shape, and different sizes. My favorite one is this one and that one. I like it. And a big one, almost the size of the real one. And hello, hello. This one looks more like a lady compared to the real one. They sell a lot of souvenirs here, so if you ever want to get a reasonable... Actually, people who visit New York, I want to give you a piece of advice if you are fans of souvenirs. The cheapest souvenirs you can buy by Empire State Building. Here, you can also buy cheaper versions, well, cheapest souvenir, like regular price souvenirs, but the difference between here and Midtown is that there you don't really, well, you can't really negotiate, while here you can. So they can tell you that something costs $10 and it can go at the end down to $2 if you say that your, well, the neighbor of the place where you want to buy, where you're thinking to buy something, has it for cheaper. But even in Midtown, you can still negotiate. If you take more than 2 things, they would be happy to give you some sort of discount. So it's just like any other market. So Chinatown and Little Italy, you see the difference, right? Some sofa right next to ATM. It does smell better. Actually, Chinatown, it's okay. It's not bad smell. It's okay. So Little Italy, we will walk 1 more block before we go inside Chinatown, back to Chinatown. Before we continue in Little Italy, I will show you, I don't know if it's here or if it's in another place. I think it's a little, oh, it's next street. So let's continue on this block down Little Italy, and then we will go a little to the left. I will show you another graffiti, and then we will go deeper in Chinatown. I'm surprised it's empty now. It's lunchtime. It's a nice restaurant. It's very warm with heaters. It's not as pricey for New York, but at the same time, no people. Yes, and I'm actually surprised, Anton, that I was expecting to see this place decorated for New Year already. I don't think they cleaned it. I think it always smells and tastes the same. This is what is left from pumpkins. Bye bye Halloween. But nothing resembles New Year's here. Super strange. Very strange. It still looks a little more like Christmas / New Year, like European / American style, but not Chinese. Natalia, which area is cooler than Little Italy, Brighton Beach, or Chinatown? They are different. In Brighton Beach, you mostly see people from Soviet republics. While here you see people more from like Asia. Not as many Italians actually. I don't think that there are any like Italians that were born in Italy.
We have also rice.
Maybe only people who work here, but not really who live. While people from China, they are more authentic here. They're the same people you would see in China. And it's pretty cool because they don't really speak English. It's completely different. So here there is Asia, there are Soviet republics. If there are other places like this, there are also other like communities. There are some Muslim communities, there are some Russian-speaking communities in other areas. There are other Chinatowns, but not in Manhattan. But there are a bunch of community by the country, by the, I don't know, like area of the world. Madeleine Albright. Okay, so now I will show you the graffiti which we were speaking about. It used to be building with this, next to which this graffiti is, used to be a police station or something, like some governmental building, and now it's a very expensive residential condo. A lot of movies are filmed here for two reasons. First, it's a very beautiful location. Second, look at the parking. Second, it's not very crowded, so the street can be easily closed and open just for shooting. A lot of parking is still outside in New York because there are not as many underground parkings, or they're very expensive. For example, even parking outside, in this area where there are not a lot of people, only like mostly Chinese who live or people who come here for restaurants. So 1 hour parking here is $20.27. To that, add parking tax, which is almost 20%, plus tip, which is normally 15 to 25%. On average, it's about 18 to 20%. Beautiful graffiti. This is another graffiti, which I wanted to show you. Ta-da! And a beautiful building, this one, which used to belong to police. I would say it was like a police plaza, and now it's a residential building, condo with apartments, very expensive luxury apartments. And let's go back to Chinatown. Thank you for comments and thank you for questions. They help me maintain a float of what I'm saying. So we will choose a different street now, not the one where we currently were, but a different one. Eagle. I should actually go back to a place with eagles. Wow, that looks beautiful. Look at these angels. I should go back to a place with eagles, which is in Maryland. And if you subscribe to my channel, you will be able to see places different than New York, all places where I go to. If you follow me, we will be together in Washington, D.C., in Pennsylvania, in Maryland, in different places in America, as well as some other interesting places in the world. And as I said in the beginning, I appreciate any likes, and any comments are always answered. So thank you for being active and for supporting this channel, which is brand new, but I hope with your help it will become as interesting as my other social media in other language. So we came from Mott Street. Let's turn to Elizabeth Street right now. After that, we will go to some governmental buildings, including court and some other places. Then I will show you City Hall. My way, what did you want to see? Remind me, please. Oh, it smells like Italian food. I think most of Russian language subscribers on this channel write with Google Translate, which is good. They try, which is always bravo, which is always appreciated. This is a fire station. They always look very patriotic. I guess it's a Ukrainian church. Holy Trinity Ukrainian Orthodox Church. Suggests to donate for Ukraine. I like churches. I like Orthodox churches. Do people like to eat in Chinatown? In Chinatown, not really. There are not many restaurants in Chinatown. In Little Italy, yes. Okay, so we are turning to Elizabeth Street, which is also one of the Chinese streets. Chinatown streets. It's American street, but in Chinatown. Natalia, as I know, we can't use will after if. No, we can. It depends. It depends on what you. I will explain to you on Instagram, right? I will explain to you. I can explain to you when will can be written after will if. That's why I did not have English at school. I would understand at least a little. Aww. I promise to continue with streams on my original channel in the other language as well. I will not abandon it. But a lot of people who are English speakers asked me to switch to English sometimes, and I thought it would be easier to just create a channel, a separate channel. Okay, why is Chinatown not decorated for New Year's? What is going on? Usually they have huge celebration, but just not now. We should ask someone. Okay, so we were here before. Now let's turn left and walk, unless there are no more streets there, which can also be an option. Let's see. Okay, so I think there is one more street. Yeah, we'll go left. Ta-da! Because Italians have good food. And yes, they are more appreciative of guests as well. Now there are many Ukrainian churches in the USA and Europe. To be honest, this one was here before. I don't think that there are any new Ukrainian churches. At least not that I've seen. This is a bank. And even on bank you can see graffiti on the left and on the right.
Oh, they were dirty.
Yeah. Very authentic. Alright, so Bowery Street, that's the one we, I think, came from, and that's the one we will turn to now. Some more fruit. It's not very... Oh my god, what is that? And he's smoking next to selling food. That's so unusual. See, all Asians are wearing masks. I'm not tall, I'm very short. But even though I'm short, there are some people here that are shorter than me. That smells nice here. I don't know whether this is like soy sauce or something similar. but it has a very good smell. My way, what did you want to see? Did you want to see City Hall? I don't remember. You asked me for something, but I forgot. If we continue on this road, we will go to all the way to Brooklyn Bridge. We can actually do that after Chinatown. It's not very far. We can also see Brooklyn Bridge from neighboring Manhattan Bridge. We'll see how we will walk. Maybe we will choose one or the other. Looking at these sellers, you immediately remember China. If you don't know that you're in New York and look at what's around, you probably see Chinatown, about China immediately. Think about China immediately. It's a mixture between China and America here. In some places, just China. They don't even write here in English. Some Chinese food. I know that there are a lot of Americans who love Chinese food. Right by where I live, they opened a new restaurant where they make, I think it has even some Michelin star or stars, and it's very popular now. It's almost impossible to book something there, but they make very original dishes. I personally am not a huge fan of Chinese food. I don't like Chinese food at all, but I do want to go to that restaurant. All right, so let's turn to Hester Street. So on the left there is already Manhattan Bridge, which is right next to Brooklyn Bridge, and we will probably continue walking all the way to Brooklyn Bridge, City Hall. I will show it to you. There are actually a lot of not just Chinese here. Usually there are more Chinese than other people in this area. Their trash looks much more neat, much more organized than in Midtown, for example. And again, they're smoking. Chinese like to smoke. Oh my God, Mishkov, is that the fruit you wanted me to try? What is the name of this fruit? What is this? China food is most beautiful. I don't like Chinese food. I don't like something on trash. Okay, so what's here? So we turned here, so let's continue straight on this one. There are many Chinese restaurants and Korean restaurants and other Asian restaurants in New York. I only like Japanese restaurants, sushi. Durian, that's what I thought. I have never tried it, but Misha, one of the subscribers here, suggested that when I have 1,000 followers, that I eat that fruit. I don't know if it tastes badly, but I think it might, because otherwise why would he suggest that, right? It did warm up in New York a little. It's not as cold as it was before, and the weather is very comfortable. It's also not windy like it was earlier, which is perfect. Yes, trash is nicely organized. Okay, parking here. What? Oh, okay, parking for a month. So 1 month, 30 days, $600 plus 80, almost 19% plus taxes, plus tip, which is about 18% on top of that. So all in all, it will be approximately $800 for a parking, or almost $1,000 for a parking for 1 month. Crazy, just in one place. you have to have at least 2 places where you pay for parking from point A to point B when you move your car. Okay, so this is next part of Chinatown. We will go. So okay, to the left, this is entrance to Manhattan Bridge for bikes, cars, and pedestrians. And we are turning right to go to the second part of Chinatown. Usually on the right side, there is a market where they sell products made in China for good price. Can we walk to the $1 pizza and try it? Yes, but not today. I promise, yes. Next time, okay? Dmitry? Natalie, I'm sure that you can't eat this fruit. It smells very bad. Really? I passed it. It didn't seem so. Here is where they buy and sell gold, just like on 47th Street in Midtown. That's authentic Chinese building, and that's unusual American building. Their language sometimes sounds so funny. Okay, so now we see a street, which we will see a street. We don't see it yet, but I will show it to you when we cross, which looks more like New Year, I guess. So here they sell a lot of things from cans, and when they see police, they run away quickly. Okay, so let's cross. Cherkizon. Durian, easy peasy. Is that how you say it in English? Wow, so many people here. Dmitry, you wanted people. Here are people. Yes, Dmitry. Dmitry, do you speak English? Or using a translator? Chinese still sell masks here? Oh, that's so weird. Okay, let's pass on this street and then we'll turn to the next one.
Oh, Les, do you know that there's a documentary on you that came out on YouTube?
On me?
Yeah, on the street when you came out and I saw it on YouTube.
Same as in Europe, they sell. What are they called? Chestnuts? I hardly ever say this in English. Marron in French. Smells like old socks, but if you want to try this fruit, so go on. If people will choose this as my destiny after I have 1,000 followers, then I have no choice. Otherwise, I would not.
I turned around, I was like, yo.
Alright, so this is Marbury Street. That's where Little Italy is on the right side. And that's where Little Italy actually finishes. But on the left side, that's already Chinatown. So on Marbury Street, Little Italy does not continue. Dmitry, people used to speak the language well, but there is no practice well. Welcome to this channel. I'm glad that you subscribed. Maybe it will help you to improve or to remember, to refresh your knowledge of the English language.
Megan, don't
Again, durian. They write actually durian. This street is not as beautiful as the street where we were before, so let's pass to the next one. Maybe it will be even better. I think that the main celebration takes place maybe on Elizabeth Street. I don't know. But so far, I don't see any decorations for New Year's, for their New Year here. So let's try to come back when they celebrate. What do you think? Wow, cherry. So this price is for 1 kilo. 2 pounds is roughly 1 kilo. per item, some per pound. Pound is approximately half a kilo. Pizza $1 is very good. I know. Pizza is always very good. Dmitry, do you want to, I ask you again, do you want to join my Telegram channel? I would be happy to share the link. I think I already asked you before, but welcome to my Telegram. I would be more than happy to share the link with you again. Sergey, are you ready? Sergey. Yes, I try to speak slowly so that all people can understand what I say. Sergey asked me to show this. How much orange? I will check. I'll tell you in a few. So this price again is for 1 pound. Let's go back and check price for orange, as Dmitry asked. So, okay, mango. Each $2, 3 for $5. This $1. Two for $3. 4 for $2. Mandarins, 2 pounds for $6. 2 pounds, $6. Cherry, so 1 kilo, $6. Kiwi, 5, so 1 kiwi, $1. Also mango, no, that's papaya. 2 papaya, $6.
This is not one of those shoes, man.
3 mangoes for $5. What is it? Pomelo, 3 for $5. Orange, it's big orange, as you can see. 4 for $5. It's expensive, I guess. Okay, let's continue. Another Chinese looking home, but we won't go there now. We'll go to another place. Do you have a link? It's a closed Telegram channel, but I would be happy to share the link with you. Yes, that's correct, Max. Thank you. I think it's roughly 454 grams in 1 pound. Sergey, another place for you. From Hudson River? Is this from Hudson? How do you say Happy New Year in Chinese? Happy New Year. Happy New Year. How do you say it in Chinese? In Mandarin? No? Такой смешной девочка. Он не знает, как сказать. He doesn't know how to say Happy New Year in Chinese. That is beautiful, Sergey. Especially for you. Just like you like it. Yes, it is on the 22nd of January. And what I was saying, I actually went to Chinatown because I thought it would be already decorated for New Year's, but not a hint of it. Not a hint. They start celebrating several weeks before, and the main day is the major celebration, but nothing like that now, which is super strange. All right, so we continue. We are going to City Hall. We are going to Brooklyn Bridge. Yes, let's do that. So we will go now. First place will be, after this will be City Hall. Oh, well, before that there will be also building of court. Then there will be City Hall and then Brooklyn Bridge. Yeah, Sergey is very happy. Everything was for him. He loves seafood, especially raw seafood, not cooked.
Oh, that's really cool.
Center Street. Okay, let's turn to Center Street. I don't think I've been here before, or at least I don't recognize it. So we will be here with you for the first time together. Another home. Well, closer look to that Chinese home. Beautiful home. I love this type of architecture. Very nice. And we're turning now to a street which is less crowded. Center Street. Still signs in Mandarin. Most of them. And as soon as you turn from the busy street, it becomes so empty. And again, thank you for all people who subscribe to my channel. Thank you for all the likes. Thank you for all comments and very active participation in the life of this rather new channel for now. It will be great. I will show you a lot of places in New York, outside of New York. I will share some secrets with you. You will see New York which you don't know existed and which you don't see in a lot of other channels, if at all. Alright. So I see some police cars. Oh wow. It says NYC correction. So New York, what does CD stand for? New York City something. Correction is for jail. So before people go to jail, if I understand it correctly, they are sent to that place first. So I guess it's on the left. So it's pre-jail type of thing. This is for prisoners. Wow. Now you have about 110 subscribers. Not bad. 900 more and I will do something crazy what my subscribers will choose. I mean, considering that my channel is only 1 week old, not bad. So that's mini jail, mini prison.
Just extreme.
I wonder what type of criminals are here. Actually, I don't want to wonder. Criminals are criminals. Alright. So not far from here there is a building of court, which we're right next to. Not too far. Anyone can go inside the court. Some hearings are closed hearings. You cannot take any pictures there. In general, you cannot do recording, video recording. You can only make notes. And most of court hearings, you can always attend and be part of it, just listen to it. Thank you, Dmitry. Natalia, I will be very happy if you give me link to your Telegram channel. I will think about it. I remember I'm still watching everything, observing everything, and I do remember, don't worry. Be happy. Okay, criminal courts building. Criminal court. Ooh. Okay. We have to be law obedient here. Follow all articles of the law. I want to suggest as your destiny to smoke No. Never in my life will I smoke cannabis. Never. Never in my life will I smoke anything. No, thank you very much. I would rather drink vodka than that. At least it's somewhat healthy. Natalia, it would be nice if you pointed out to... Well, I make a lot of mistakes myself, but sure, I'd be happy to. If I see it... Actually, it's probably better if an English speaker would do that. Max? But sure, if I see them, I'll tell you. I'm surprised that you speak English. I did not know you spoke English actually. There is a sign about a missing child. That is very, very sad. And I see these signs in New York more and more often now in different areas of the city. Extremely sad. Okay, and in that specific area of the city, you see a lot of buildings which buildings of, like as I said, different departments, courts. So city building, city and state, city building. State buildings are also in Albany, which is the capital of New York State. So this is one of the governmental buildings. And this is the building of court, which I was telling you about, right next to a different court. United States Courthouse is what is written on that building. And my favorite building in this area is this one. You probably saw it in a lot of movies, TV series. And that is all located next to Freedom Tower. Ta-da! Freedom Tower has an observation deck on several floors. One of them is 100th floor. I think it's 100 to 102. It has a nice view to Empire State Building, so to Midtown, I would say, to the Statue of Liberty, to New Jersey, to Brooklyn. But my favorite observation deck is on top of Rockefeller Center. It's called Top of the Rock.
1, 2, 3, cheese. Very good.
So this is a building of court. Yes, we are walking towards City Hall, and after City Hall we will go to Brooklyn Bridge. At school they teach English, and in America one is a little different. Please correct. Okay, so in English they teach a classical English. They teach British English with British words, with and sometimes even transliteration, which is like same as you would say something in a different language, you put in the English language, right? But sometimes it's not correct, like word order, words that are used, and so on. So if I see something that is very obvious, I will definitely tell you. Natalie, do you know that you do a big favor to us as you speak English with us? We can learn English with you. Well, you can learn English with English speakers, but I'm happy to speak English here as well. I think that I make myself a lot of mistakes, but at least it's more than nothing, right? It's more than me not speaking in English. So thank you. And for that, I will show you City Hall in just a few minutes. That's another building, also a governmental building, which are so many here. And cars, which you see next to these buildings, always have something related to New York City on the license plate. Let me show you the building of court from here. So this is the building of court. This street is called Duane Street. Right next to it is Reed Street. And one of the major pharmacies here, I don't even know if it still exists. But actually this is Reed Street. So the name of the major pharmacies, at least that used to be in New York, maybe still is called Duane Reed. I think it belongs to Walgreens. Maybe one acquired the other. Not sure what the whole story behind it is, but I was surprised to see both streets here. And then like two things. Well, I didn't ever even see Duane Reed on that street, but it's interesting what the background behind the name of this pharmacy is. Alright, I will show you one of my favorite views. So this is subway station here is one of the oldest subway stations. It was not actually located here. It was the first subway station. It was located in that area, but there is no real place where the subway station now is. But the name of the subway station closest to the first original train station in New York is City Hall. There are also tours to a secret, well, hidden station. To get on that tour, it's not as easy because you need to be a member of Transit Museum, which is approximately, if I'm not mistaken, $50. And then on top of that, you need to pay for a ticket for a tour to get to that hidden station. You can only take a tour there. First it starts with the outside, where they tell you actually very interesting things about subway system, about High Line, about first station, whatnot. And then they take you on a train to that hidden station. There is not much to see there, to be honest, but it's just interesting if you like things like that. And you need to book tour there much in advance. Of course, in New York are very beautiful buildings. Yes, they are, same as campuses of different universities. So this is the place not far from here. There was first train station ever in New York, and I do think it's called City Hall. Oh, it's called Chambers Street Station. Okay, but it's close to City Hall. It has an interesting entrance. All right, and we go to City Hall, and from there we go to Brooklyn Bridge. Downtown has a lot of skyscrapers, as you can see. City Hall building is right this building in front of us, but we will come closer to it now. This road for bikes goes to Brooklyn Bridge, but we will go there after. Pedestrians walk here. Cars go to Brooklyn Bridge from here. City Hall. What is City Hall? City Hall is a place where mayor and some other governmental representatives work. Current mayor of New York is, oh god, I forgot his last name. Adam something. I would say the tour lasts a couple of hours. I took it once. But it was a while ago. I honestly don't remember. My memory is not as good as I wanted it to be. These guys will have a performance here now, but it will be a while until they have all the people that want to see that performance around before they start. So maybe on the way back, when we go to Brooklyn Bridge, I will show you what the performance looks like, if they start by then. So this is City Hall, but just wait, I will show you the front of that building. Yes, he's what is his last name? I'm trying to remember. God, skipped my memory completely. Slipped my memory. Adam. Gosh. And yes, you are right, my way. Adams, his name is not Adam, his last name is Adams, I think. Okay, so New York City Hall, information about it, when it was constructed in the beginning of 19th century, between 1803 and 1812. Yeah, music right into your ear and all other parts of your body. So here is what it looks like. My way, City Hall, especially for you. And We will go now to Brooklyn Bridge. I hope connection does not disappoint. And that's where we will finish that strip. While we're walking there, I want to thank all of you again for subscribing to my channel, for all the likes and comments. Eric Adams, that's right, thank you. His name is Eric, his last name is Adams. I was confused because I thought that his first name was Adams. Wow, and we're walking back and people are still not lining up to see the show. Not very popular today. I'm actually surprised that there are not a lot of people walking in New York today. Usually, especially considering that it's sunny and Sunday. Sunny on Sunday. And rather warm. Why does music have to be so loud? Alright, so that's the entrance to Brooklyn Bridge from Manhattan side. If we walk all the way to the end of it, we will finish in Brooklyn, but we will just make to half of that bridge. So I have to go back to New York. Let me know about connection because it can drop here, please. Why? Why does it have to be so loud? God. What if I don't want to listen to that music? They sell so many souvenirs here. Yes, it does. On the other side of Brooklyn Bridge, there is Brooklyn. Ta-da! Lambada. Connection is fine here, but as we are getting to the middle of the bridge, it might become worse. That's why I'm asking you, if you see that the connection is dropping, just let me know. I'll try to find a place where it gets better. I'll just have to turn around. Wow, they never sold so many souvenirs on the bridge, right, Max? That one is pretty cool. Lambada. No. It is. Oh, Russian people really love Brooklyn Bridge. There used to be bikes that you could see on the bridge, and only right lane was for pedestrians, who walked both directions. Now they closed one lane for cars, so they took one lane from cars on the left side, and that's where bikes now ride. That creates more traffic for cars, but at least it's more safe on this road for pedestrians. Yesterday I heard this song in the car. Really? From Russia with love to America, right? He sells wheat, travku. I like such umbrellas where they sell some unknown to me souvenirs. Okay. Not as crowded as it could be. Hello, Michael. You can actually see Brooklyn from here already. It's a long walk. Oh, Metro card. It's a long walk to the other side. I think that the whole walk is approximately 2.5 kilometers. I might be wrong. You hate weed. You just offered that I smell, that I smoke it.
I would do one. Get his dick off. I would do one selection.
It starts to pick up in terms of people. It starts to get more and more crowded. Souvenirs don't stop. So many. The most interesting view to the city is from the middle of the bridge, or when you walk back. So when you face Manhattan, you're back to Brooklyn. So if you do come to New York, that is my recommendation to you. Go to the middle of the bridge from either side and walk halfway towards Manhattan. Joey, hello! Thank you so much. Joey suggests, well, wishes luck to my channel and suggests that people subscribe. It's so pleasant to me. How are you doing, Joey? How was your New Year's celebration? We shall check the value on that card. I think it's 2.75. I will share the balance of this Metro card in community here, if there is anything. Or if there is nothing, I will still share it in community. There are no locks that I allowed on the bridge. There is a fine of I don't remember, $50 or $100 for locks, but people put them regardless. We shall see. You like that game, to guess how much is on a Metro card, huh? Project Homes from Argentina. So Project Homes on the left side. These homes are given for cheap price for people who have low income. Oh yes, I hope that times will improve. You know what? I must admit that New York is improving. I saw there is still trash laying around, but it's not as bad as it was before. And I saw a lot of people who clean streets right now, which was not the case before. And I'm very happy about that. Still a lot of trash in terms of like legalizing marijuana. Now a new store is open where they can legally sell it. But even without it, there were so many places where they sold it and where it smells like weed. But I mean, a lot of people also like it, so it's a question to people more than to the city. I am very happy that the signal is still good, but as we're approaching the middle of the bridge, it might drop, as it usually did with YouTube. I'm using a separate app now, because I have less than 1,000 followers here in order to stream live. So it seems to be working really well. I'm sure that he was wearing the Argentinian clothes, so I'm sure he knows Messi. Who doesn't? Even I know him now, as of last year. There are a lot of new, oh wow, so they start the wooden ground here. There are a lot of new souvenirs which have not been in New York, which I've never seen in New York before. So now the road started to be made of wood, not concrete, as we're approaching, as we're getting closer to the middle of the bridge. I used Prism, it works great. I can't use Prism, I can't use Streamlabs. I don't know, maybe this channel is new, maybe some other reason. I can use it with my Russian channel, but not this one. I don't know why it doesn't work. This one is, I think, Donate or something, and just for streaming. Do you still stream, Joey, or very rarely? Yes, I know that he's a famous soccer player, but I heard that name before. I knew what he looks like, only last year, in the end of last year. I saw him for the first time. And I know that he is the best soccer player in the world now. That's the view to Manhattan. But I'll show it to you when we get to the middle of the bridge. Starting to be crowded. Oh, well, that's not as often. You should do it more often. Do you still live where you moved? How was it when it was snowing? I bet it could have been worse there, right? Than in the city. I thank God I was not here then. I was in Europe and so I was supposed to hit all the strikes, to get all the strikes, to be stuck in all the strikes in France and the UK. Then there were flight cancellations here. I didn't get any of that, and plus I waited. Well, I didn't wait. I had my trip planned for a while. So it turned out to be that I was in Europe at the time when it was freezing temperature here. There is no snow there now, but the day when it snowed in New York and when weather dropped to like really like negative something, was there snow back then? I bet the ocean looks really nice with the snow. Do you actually live close to the ocean? Brooklyn Bridge starts to look better from here. To the left there is Manhattan Bridge, which is closer to Chinatown, and Brooklyn Bridge. 44 Fahrenheit right now. Right now, yes, but I think about 2 weeks ago, when it was like crazy temperature, I remember it felt like 25 degrees or 23 degrees below zero in Celsius. Was it? I believe it was. It might have been even colder by the ocean. But on the other side, like maybe if it's like ocean type of weather, I mean, if you're close to the ocean, maybe it didn't feel as cold. It could be just the opposite, which I hope. Yes, you're about 1 mile from the beach. Oh my God, I'm so jealous. Do you actually go there often to the beach? Brooklyn Bridge. So as I said, there are fines for locks here, but even though there are signs saying that you can't put locks on the bridge, you can see many locks, especially. This guy cannot take a bike here, especially. Wow, that's a nice one. Especially in that part of the bridge. And the week before, I think it was negative in New York. And here is a view to Manhattan. Ta-da! To downtown Manhattan. Hello, Pete! Oh my God, guys, I'm so happy to see you. But I gotta go. I'm so sorry. I really gotta run already. I scoped here for a little more than an hour. Well, almost an hour and 30 minutes. I would be so happy to see all of you. Joey, Pete, other guys, new subscribers. Please subscribe, please follow, please put your likes, put your comments. I gotta run now, but I will definitely be back very, very soon. Thank you so much for joining.